If you click this video, then that means that you're sometimes at least struggling with motivation. You find yourself that you have a goal, but you don't know exactly how to be consistent over time, right? Because you know exactly what you have to do, but sometimes you are like, man, is this worth it? Like, is my plan even going to work? What am I doing this for? Like, when I get to the end of the rainbow and there's a pot full of gold, then will I actually want this gold? Do I actually want it? Because at the end of the day, I am putting some effort into this, and is the reward going to be valuable enough for me to do this work? And the answer to that is simply yes. Yes, you have to do this, because even if it's not as rewarding as you think, it's better doing something than not doing anything. That is guaranteed. Like, it's better than just staying in your room watching Netflix and just having a good time, because that just doesn't lead anywhere. So even if you're like, okay, my goals are not something very profound, something very deep, they're something superficial that I can easily just get my mind to think that I don't need it. Like, I want a luxury car, that is very superficial. Should I work towards it? Yes, I think you should, even though it's superficial, because that will actually make you improve yourself in order to get that car or whatever you want. So it's not so much about the reward that you're going to get, but rather about having the journey, being able to tell a story, not only for your friends, but imagine you have a son, a daughter later in the future. Well, that would be an amazing story, you know? And just being able to sit in a table full of successful people and being like, you know what, I also have a story to tell, and not just being like the person that just listens. Of course, listening is important, but also sharing your own experience is really fulfilling too. So first of all, we're gonna check if you're in a good path, if you're in a good road that you have to follow. And I think you are. Why would you say? Because the fact that you click this video shows me that you're all about efficiency. You're detecting a problem, which is lack of motivation, and you're like, okay, this is my company. Your company is yourself, right? Your ideas, your mind. And you're like, in this company, there is a problem, there is an issue, and I have to solve it. How do I solve it? And you're searching solutions, whether that might be a YouTube video. Hey, maybe this video is not the one that will get you to get motivation, but you're searching for it, and this video, I really hope that is the one that helps you, or that at least guides you and gives you some confirmation that what you're doing is absolutely correct. You should be worried about this. You should be looking for ways to get rid of this problem. You will think that is very common, but I guarantee it to you, I've seen people that they absolutely don't care about not having motivation. They're like, well, I'm not motivated, I will not do something for 4 days and that's about it. No, I think you might think that it's not as special, but it actually is special that you're looking for ways to get motivated. And maybe even motivation might not be the right word, because I think at the end of this searching for a solution to your problem of motivation, you will find that motivation is not everything at all. You gotta do things regardless of how motivated you are, but definitely motivation helps you to work faster, to work better, to work with a more clear state of mind. So I don't think there's anything wrong with searching that motivation. So first of all, I want to clarify that I think you're doing already amazing, because you have a problem and you want to fix it. You're already better than 80% of the people, because 80% of the people absolutely don't care, literally. Like, they could be unmotivated and they will not work. They will be like, you know what, it's fine, I deserve this 1 week vacation, I will not do anything about my entrepreneurship, about my business, about anything. And they just kind of do that, they just take a break and that's it. And I really appreciate that you are a person that take this seriously, and it's like, you know, I know that sometimes I might be unmotivated, but at least let me try to find a way to keep myself motivated as much as I can, because that is the absolute way to go. Everybody that has made it big has dealt with that. You think of Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, well, that might be people you admire or don't admire, but think about the person that you admire. Now I want you to imagine one person that you actually admire and that has been successful in business, and you can see some interviews about that person, and guaranteed that person will be like, I struggled a lot. Sometimes I was not motivated, but even though I knew that I didn't want it to do something, I still did it. So if you want to become a person like that, a person that people can admire and look up to, then you gotta be able to put the work even if you're motivated or not. And honestly, the logic behind it is pretty simple and pretty straightforward. Imagine there's 100 people trying to go for a goal. Let's just say getting a luxury car, you know, a Lamborghini. And so there's the Lamborghini and there's 100 people trying to get it. First of all, like I already told you, 80 people will be absolutely gone because they will feel unmotivated and they will be like, you know what, I don't feel like doing it right now. Maybe there will be other chance to do this, right? Maybe another Lamborghini will come across and it will be easier that time. Maybe in that day I am actually motivated. And spoiler alert, never will be motivated, because when you don't want to put the work, no matter how motivated you are, you will not put it. That's about it. Because not only is it a great opportunities only come once. Now, of course, there might be some example where it came twice or 3 times. Yes, they do come, but you don't gotta think like that, because what if it was the last opportunity that you had? Then you just lost it by being lazy. So you absolutely don't gotta have that mentality. 80 people are already not competing because they were lazy. That is not you, because you are at least being like, okay, how can I get the Lamborghini? I really want it, okay? I don't want to give up like these other 80 people. And in that search, you clicked upon this video. So that's a really good start. Now, the person that wins the Lamborghini will be just one, okay? It will not be 2, 3, 4, 5. And it will be the one that is the most capable. So you're already in the best 20%, but you still have a long way to go, okay? You have not won the Lamborghini at all. One trick that I think would be really helpful to you is just visualizing yourself. When you're in that 20%, the first thing that you have to do is be like, okay, what if I already had the Lamborghini? Like, imagine yourself in the Lamborghini. That is very motivating. That will drive you towards the Lamborghini. You will already feel like it's yours and you will be like, well, I just have to take it. There's no chance that I lose. So here comes my advice. You gotta visualize yourself winning. Whatever your goal is, you want to make YouTube videos and start getting $100 each month or $1,000 each month. Whatever it is your goal. A really good exercise that I found to be able to work under the assumption that you already won is making an imaginary list. Maybe it will not be imaginary in the future, but you gotta make a list with some things that you gotta buy to the people that are most dear to you. So for instance, I made this myself and I was like, okay, so I'm going to buy my mother, my father, and my girlfriend the newest iPhone there is available at that point. Having a list with the things that you have to buy that doesn't need to be super expensive, okay? Here I wrote down some idea. 5 things that you have to buy that are not too expensive, but that you cannot afford right now. So that is something that I cannot afford to do right now. I cannot buy my mother, my father, and my girlfriend the newest iPhone. I just cannot. I would be broke if I do that. I already wrote it down, so it's like a goal. Imagine I just make, let's just say, $20,000 out of YouTube. Imaginary number. And then I already made the counts, and it's about $5,000 to have those 3 newest iPhones. That would be 5K. And every time that I am kind of like doubting, I am here sitting down, I put the camera and I'm like, will I record the video or not? I don't know. Well, then in that exact moment, I just take out the list. I see the list and I am like, if I want to be able to provide for my family, for my father, my mother, and my girlfriend, then I have to work. Like, there is no chance that I don't. And you know what? Maybe when you get the money and all of that, you say like, well, you know what? Actually, that would be a really bad financial decision. And you can opt to not do it. Absolutely, you can ask your, like in my case, I could ask my father and my mother, hey, which iPhone do you want? What color? And they're like, I absolutely don't want an iPhone. Like, don't care. I would rather prefer this. And this is just like a way to potentiate, to upgrade your way of thinking. There must be something that you have to use as your fuel. Imagine that you're a car and you're like this, just standing. You don't have any fuel. You gotta put some fuel into you, something that motivates you a lot, and that it's attainable, something that you can actually accomplish. My end goal at the end of this is, yeah, having a lot of money, like $100,000 a month, but that is not very realistic in my current situation. So I gotta aim for something that is more close to me. You should do that too before going to sleep. Literally grab your phone, or you want to write it down on a notebook, that would be much better, or just a piece of paper, whatever you like. And it's like, put whatever you want to buy for yourself or for a person of your family or a person you love, and be like, you know what, I will accomplish this. This is not super mega difficult, it's perfectly possible. Other people have done it, so why can't I do it? And just stick to that one thing, because I know that you will be able to. You're already in the 20%, so you just gotta work a little bit. A lot of people are very scared because they say, well, if something starts going the wrong way, then it could be like a downward spiral, you know, like it can become very bad very quick. But also it is true that the upward spiral is really good. Imagine I start making 5k from YouTube, then I can invest in better quality videos in other channels, and so I can make it 10,000 and then 15,000. The upward spiral is also very, very real. So you gotta use it to your advantage. I know that you're already in the right path. If you want to see more videos like this about some tips that you can use to get motivated, or not just motivated, to improve yourself, well, definitely subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And for now, that's about it. See ya.